Alright, this is Sean with Silver Tongue. I'm here with Kirk from Crowbar. How's it going?
Going good. Good to meet you, bro.
You're about 3 days into the tour. How's it going so far?
Good. Crowd response is great. It just feels good to be back out with Crowbar doing it. It's been so long since we haven't done a real tour, well, in the U.S. in, 5.5 years. Europe, we supported Sepultura for close to 4 weeks, and we did a month of headliners and open air festivals and stuff over the summer, and it went really, really well. So that was cool, but to be, back in the States and doing it feels good, man.
Alright, being 5 years off now and Kingdom of Sorrow, how hard was it to get back into Crowbar mode?
Not hard at all. It doesn't make, I just snap in and out of it. I'm in one mode. During the recording of this record, I would go jam with Jimmy and Pepper in the day, and then, I'd get up in the morning, write lyrics or whatever, whatever. Go on pretty much during doing the vocals. I'd write lyrics in the morning and go jam with Jimmy and Pepper, and then go straight from there to the studio and sing with Crowbar. So I can just snap in and out of down and Crowbar, Kingdom, whatever. By now I'm used to it, man. It's like whatever.
When you're writing the riffs, are you particular in the Crowbar mode, or hey, that would be good for Kingdom, or hey, that would be good for Down? Or...
Usually I'm writing for one of the bands, but there are, there's certain things like Heroes to Dust and God's Law and the Devil's Land off of The Last Kingdom, Behind the Blackest Tears CD. I just wrote them musically, both of them, and I was just kind of showed them to Crowbar, and they're like, I don't know, it sounds a little bit like Down. Showed them to, Down, and they're like, I don't know. So showed them to Jamie, he loved it. So I'm like, that'll work. That was the only time that's ever happened. Usually I write for Crowbar, for Down, for Kingdom, whatever.
The new album is coming out in February, Server of the Wicked Hand. Where'd you record that?
We recorded it in Metairie, Louisiana. OCD recording and production. It's actually right next door to where we rehearse, so it made it convenient. But it came out great. We recorded it there, which was really comfortable because you got to go home and every night. Got to be in your normal routine. We do it in the evenings and weekends, so it worked out well. And then Zeus, who does the Kingdom stuff and all the New Murder Dolls, he's done all kind of stuff, Hatebreed stuff, everything. He mixed it for us and did a fantastic job. So it came out killer, man.
Cool. The album cover, that artwork came out last week, I guess. Who did that?
Mike D from Killswitch Engage did it. He's we had met actually with Full Force Festival, but he's been a big. They really, him and a couple of guys in Killswitch really love Crowbar. So he had sent me an email about maybe doing some touring with him, supporting Killswitch. I'm like, absolutely, if you got a spot, we'd love to do it. And he was like, oh, by the way, I'm a design artist, on the side if you need artwork. So I talked to Jamie Josta, and he's like, hit him up, and he's like, dude, I'd love to do it, So it came out really cool. He did a great job.
The new song that was just released, Cemetery Angels. Tell me about that.
It's Crowbar. We released that track because it kind of has a little bit of everything that Crowbar is in it. We didn't want to give you, it's 12 songs on this new record, and they really are truly all different. It's probably the most diverse Crowbar record yet, really, because it's been written for the most part over the course of 5 years, just sporadically here and there, and then I got really into the zone on the last, I guess 6 or 7 songs came, really flowed out quickly toward the end of the writing process. But this, Cemetery Angels to us kind of had a little bit of everything in it. And we didn't, we just didn't want to shock people into, Jesus, what are they doing? Because there's some different things. It's Crowbar, don't get me wrong. It's heavy as all fucking hell, and it's Crowbar. We didn't change one thing. I always try to sing better and write better songs, and of course heavier riffs, but I always just strive to do what I'm doing and what I've always done in Crowbar, but just make it better. And this song has a bit of everything in it,
Cool. This is your first release on E1.
Yeah.
I'd rather, are they releasing some of the back catalog too?
It did Crowbar, Live Plus One, and Time Heals Nothing, which is great. That's really cool. And we're doing a bunch of the older stuff through Housecore, on vinyl and disc probably as well, and a new live thing new live record coming out on Housecore too. E1's our label, you know, for the new record and whatnot. But you know, Housecore is a perfect venue for us to be able to still have the underground thing, because you know it's Phil and Kate. You know, I mean it's like Jesus, it's like family. So it's, you know, it's cool to be able to do it that way and do, you know, do what they do best, which will be, you know, hitting that underground thing and do all that. It's all, you know, it's also great to obviously be on a label like E1, which is basically like a major, and you know, I mean I'm really very, very happy and impressed to go check my email every day, and it's like, Jesus, these guys are, you know, hitting me back no matter what time of day or night it is on emails, and there's tons of press, and it's just like, keep it coming, man. You know, I've never had this, you know, we've always been on really small labels, and you know, I just think we deserve, you know,
22 years
to
of
move this thing
Sludge Kingdom
to the next level. Yeah.
All right, you're pretty tapped into the New Orleans scene with Goat Whore and Acid Bath, and you guys. What's the next band you see coming out of the New Orleans scene?
Probably Harp.
Harp?
Yeah, who are on Housecore. I really like them a lot. We played a couple of shows with them. They opened shows for Down back in '09, and I really like what they got going on, man. I mean, besides Arson Anthem, of course, which is, you know, but I mean, that's, you know, it's one of Phil's things, but Harp's a full-time band for all those guys, and it's really, I had seen them live, and actually, I went to Phil's day before Thanksgiving, played him a couple of Crowbar tracks, and we were sitting in my car, and I had Sean, the singer, and me and Phil sitting in the car playing, and we popped in the Harp, and I was like, wow, there's a lot more to this than I really thought was there. Just seeing it live, you know, because they would, I've never went to just see them, like to just relax and watch a show, and really, I'd have a show after them, you know, so I'd be, you know, getting in my mode, and I'd check it out and be like, it's cool, it sounds good, they're heavy, whatever. But listening to it, man, I was like, dude, this is really good. So I think they, you know, I wish them the best. They were trying to get them on as many Crowbar shows as possible, you know, hoping they really, they deserve it, you know, a really good young band, and, you know, it's good shit.
Okay, 22 years of Sludge Crowbar. What's been your highest high on it?
With Crowbar, or just in all of it?
All of it.
I guess just because, you know, the childhood, like, you know, I guess doing Metallica, supporting Metallica on tour. You know, we did the first leg of the Death Magnetic tour here in the States, and we ended our leg of the tour at New Orleans Arena in, you know, where the Hornets play, and Hetfield got up and Trio got up and played Bury Me in Smoke with us. So it was like, wow. That, you know, we did, I mean, we played with, I've been fortunate enough to play on festivals, you know, with so many bands. We did I think 6 shows with Metallica. It was Metallica, Crowbar, and the Sword, Crowbar, Jesus, Down, and the Sword, you know, playing like in Bulgaria and Latvia, Istanbul, Turkey, like in big, you know, soccer stadiums and stuff like that. Was a trip. It's like I never dreamt, you know, that was probably like, you know, the highest high as far as doing that, you know, playing some of those open air festivals and stuff with all those bands is incredible, you know. Being on bill with like Motorhead and stuff like that's crazy. But, you know, in the big picture of things, man, it's just about writing good music, being original, doing your thing, enjoying what you do, and, you know, moving people, you know, spiritually, emotionally, just moving them, you know, giving them something to fall back on when they need it. You know, so many people are constantly like, dude, you know, your music really helped me out during this dark period of my life, or whatever it might be, and that's why I do it, you know. Helps me out too.
All right, 22 years. Thank you.
New
album.
Thanks, bro.
February 8th. Server of the Wicked Hand. E1. Get it, because it's going to kick ass.
Yeah.
Thanks.